She thought she could disrespect him and he'd still be there. But when her ex rejects her, reality hits hard. Let's see how it all unfolds.
I think you're a good person with a good heart. I just think that you're surrounded by people that feed your disease of narcissism by talking about yourself all the time, explaining all the time, interrupting all the time, thinking you know everything all the time.
Nothing goes around.
Just a second. And I think if you step out of that paradigm for a minute and just listen and absorb instead of talking about yourself all the time and put yourself in a center in such a negative way and think like you know it all, I think it's going to heal you and it's going to open your mind and expand you as a person to see yourself and absorb yourself from the side. Because when a person always think, I'm this and I'm this and I'm this and this, he doesn't realize how people absorb him.
I completely agree. The ego can be fed by the bad company, so we need to surround ourselves with humble people. Respect people when they talk, and listen to them, not just hear them.
Women are selfish. They want to put their happiness first.
Right.
That's why they would choose to have a child without a man. The amount of women I've seen ranging from 18 years old to 35 who they're missing something, they need something, and they have a child without the man there. The man says they don't want this child, but they still go ahead and have the child.
I know that a mother is important, and I would never say otherwise. But a father figure is also necessary for our kids to grow up in a well-balanced environment.
Knowing the statistics. Everyone knows the statistics.
Yeah.
You know, it's not...
You don't even need to read it.
You just know it.
Yeah, you just know it. Yeah.
So why would you do that to your child? Especially selfishness. It will make me happy. It's what, I'll be fine. I can do it. No, you can't.
Women have an aloof button. They can make themselves very aloof because they can. There's no rhyme or reason she will love you until she doesn't. She can love you last weekend, but this weekend, spend time with another man. That's what you have to deal with as a man. And then when you try to reach out to her, she's aloof. What did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. And that's gaslighting you, when actually what she did was offensive and disrespectful to you.
Both marriage and relationships take work. Some people just aren't worth the effort, sadly. I've always been told a man will sacrifice his happiness for his family. And that's because real men will put themselves second and their families first.
Honestly, you're so mature, it's actually embarrassing.
All right, cool, but...
Next.
Son, I know.
Hey, come on, man.
I haven't been second choice like 3 times, innit, so...
That is...
Did you hear what he just said? What? He said that again. What did he say?
Go on, what?
Jess, what did he say?
Go on, say it, go on.
Come on.
Go on, say it.
I said you're the one that's been second choice like 3 times, innit, so...
Got him! Got him!
They asked him to repeat himself, wanting to make him feel intimidated. That's how a Sigma male makes a name for himself.
See you, Kieran, generally.
You wish.
Well, the thing is, it's tit for tat. People give it and people take it, so it is what it is. You give it, you got to be able to take it. Sometimes people say things that aren't very nice.
Gonna cry?
Babe, no, because I'm not being funny, she's crying.
Oh!
Oh, let's go inside.
Babe, I'm not being funny. I just really don't know. I'm not being funny, are they actually joking?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man!
Rejection is a part of life. We can either choose to cry and feel bad about ourselves or rise and stand unshaken.
If you ask women what they rank themselves, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say they a 10. They think that they are the best option for every man that they've ever been with. Women are delusional. Because you have a kitty cat does not make you the prize.
All right.
Not because you are offering something that a lot of other women have means that you are the best in the relationship. And that's another thing. A lot of women think that just because they have that it's the best out there. That's just the lie you're telling yourself. And if we asked, sometimes they would say nothing special. And then there's more women coming up. No, you are the prize. No, you are the prize. No, you are the prize. How come it's only women telling you that? If that was so true, wouldn't we hear way more men saying that too? They're not saying that. Cause again, women are delusional. They gonna think they're the baddest, they're the best, they box the best, you know, everything about them is the best. They a 10 on all charts. Cause they think looks is enough. They think the box is enough. And it's not. It's part of the game.
We need to teach our children to be humble, see themselves as normal, and work hard to be respected, not demand respect and value with nothing given.
How should a man handle his girl being disrespectful to him?
Girl, don't be disrespectful to your man. If you're being disrespectful to your man, it's because he's not treating you right. Good men will treat you right. Good men will buy you flowers. Good men will buy you trips. Good men will buy you outfits, buy you drinks, buy you food. Like, at the end of the day, you're gonna look good and you're gonna be happy sitting next to him. Like, don't disrespect your man. And also, your man shouldn't disrespect you. Because it's a partnership. We're human, and nobody's above anybody.
So should he break up with her or not?
I wouldn't say they should break up. They should really have a deep conversation. I'm not saying therapy, but therapy is good for everybody.
And if the disrespect continues?
If the disrespect continues, girl, cut it off. Like, no one deserves to be disrespected.
What I love about her attitude is her respect for men. And I also love how she wants to work on the relationship instead of throwing in the towel as soon as hardships show.
So, tell me about yourself.
Well, you promise you won't judge?
What? I ain't no little boy. Like, what am I gonna judge for?
Okay, well...
You said you wouldn't judge!
I was lying!
If you can't find the right guy, it might be because you haven't made yourself the kind of girl the right guy wants.
I love him. He never is not speaking facts. That's fantastic. I'm always expecting for this guy to tell a joke, but that was straight facts. 100%. Somebody commented and said, that self-reflection, they don't like that. Somebody else said, harsh, but true.
Before we demand the right person, we need to be the same person we want to attract, not attract someone with everything we lack.
Imagine doing all of this for the person that you love, right? The person you want to be with, right? All of this to get counseled on. All of this for her to tell you stressing it out. All of this, bro. I feel so hurt. If I told you I was hurt, that would be an understatement. I feel so hurt. Like, I feel hurt as... On Valentine's Day, dinner cancelled. I had dinner planned. It was cancelled. You know what she told me? She told me I'm not patient with her. Like, I was patient. I'm the most patient guy with her. How many guys will even tolerate this? How many people want this done for them? Like, it took me hours to decorate this room. It took me days to plan this. All of it. I'm hurt so much. I'm hurt so much.
This guy went further and beyond to give her the best surprise, and yet she canceled on him. Spend more time with that person, and only make this kind of effort for someone you know deserves it, not someone you just got to know.
Why are you done? Seriously, you're being a baby.
I saw this whole video and, yeah, the dude bought you your own plate of food for a reason. So you don't grab his. We don't like anybody touching our food, especially no touchy-touchy. Even though he bought his girlfriend a whole plate like that, she still want to keep grabbing for more, That's why the dude got pissed and thinking, oh, but she added more fuel to the fire when she called him a baby. So that's why he took the keys, got this shit and left. She think, oh, I think he's joking. No, he wasn't joking.
Most men, and me included, just don't like when people start touching our food. Me personally, I'd rather each one have their own plate to avoid this. But still, you can experience it.
Wake up.
First of all, don't ever wake me up. Like
No.
Secondly,
what you're about to do is open that goddamn paper up. What I'm going to tell you right now is this. You
telling me this
and your mother and these two kids
Right.
I don't give a goddamn. Because I just f***ing opened it.
You know what?
You, your mom, and these two kids.
You said you ain't the father.
You damn right I'm not the father of these two children. Both of them. Both of them.
Out of here.
Both of them. Both of them. You out of here. You, your mom's and out of here. You're out of here. Out.
Redo that.
Out.
She cheated on him and thought making jokes would get her out of this situation. But he was just done.
Out on a date, this is how they separate the weak men. You're out on a date, and this happens to me all the time. In the middle of the date, maybe in the beginning, she's on her phone. If you sit there and you don't say anything, this girl knows you have no backbone. You can't stand up to her. This happens to me all the time. They try to test me. And I always tell them, if you don't put your phone away, I'm leaving. And they don't think I'm serious. And I say it like that. I don't care about getting laid. I don't care about how big her boobs are. I don't care about how attractive she is. If you don't put your phone away, if it's not an emergency and you say, hey, listen, I have to message my kids, or, oh, you know, I'm just letting you know I have to text. Okay, cool. No problem. But if you're on your phone on social media, or you're on WhatsApp trying to look cute, I'm telling you one time, and I'm leaving if you do it again. And you have to be a man of your word, because they will test you to see how congruent you are with your behavior.
I agree. On dates, if my partner is on their phone all the time, it's incredibly rude, and I take it as my sign to walk away.
It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to actually do it and prove that that's what you really are.
And you have to change your demeanor. Like, you have to mean it. Your whole energy has to change. If you're the beta male, if you don't put your phone away, if you don't put your phone away, I'm gonna leave.
It's not gonna work.
Knows when to change his tempo, when to change your temperature. It's not all fun and games. When it's time to be serious, you have to show her that.
And a man's got to keep his word.
And she'll take you more seriously once you bounce on her.
A man needs to make at least 7 figures. I need a leader, okay?
Right.
So I need him to be like, yo, the private jet is ready at 8, your dress is being delivered at 6, and the car service is coming at 7.
How many private jets you been on now?
Honestly, that's why I'm not in the dating scene. Because if you're not meeting those standards, I'm staying single. Sorry, baby.
So if you don't mind me asking, how much do you make a year?
Close to 6 figures.
Close to 6 figures. Yeah.
But your man got to make 7 figures. Well, you meant to say 6.
No. If he makes a measly 6 figures...
measly.
He needs to at least be of high status.
You serious right now? Are you serious?
I'm being so serious.
She belongs to the street.
Those aren't standards. Those are fiction out of a movie.
Carry an unthinkable amount of weight on their shoulders. They don't tell anyone about it. They wake up every day and grind through the struggles and pains. And they still show up for the people around them with a good attitude and no complaints. If that's you, respect, man. Keep going. Because real men don't talk about how hard it is. They just get it done.
Respect to all men that wake up and smile despite the hardships and work for their families.
I mean, while I went on a date last night, me and my 8 kids, and the man left us at the table.
I could think of 8 reasons why he might have left you at the table.
And I could think of 9 reasons why he left.
But go on.
I talked to this man for a few months now, or whatever like that. He knew I had 8 kids. He wanted to take me out on a date. He was already at the restaurant, and I was like, yeah, I'm home, you know, getting me and my kids together. He did not say anything.
Because one would assume that you're getting your kids ready to be dropped off at a babysitter's house while you go on your date.
We get to the restaurant. He then says, why did you bring your kids? Sir, why wouldn't I bring my kids? You need to get to know me and my kids, especially on our first date.
Oh, so you just be letting anyone around your kids?
Y'all, please tell me why this man went to the restroom and never came back.
That guy made the right choice.
Left me and all 8 of my kids at the restaurant.
Again, I could think of 8 reasons why he didn't come back.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said get off your phone. We're watching a show.
Do you get off your phone whenever I'm watching football on the weekends?
But this is different. We're trying to spend quality time together.
Well, we could spend quality time together watching football if you weren't on your phone, so it seems like a little bit of a double standard.
Well, at least on our TV shows, we don't know what's going to happen. But when we watch the Cowboys, I feel like the same thing happens every year.
That's crossing the line.
Oh, hell no! When it was his game, she had no interest. But when it was her show, she wanted him to watch with her. That's just not fair.
How much money does a man got to be making a year to be with you?
I would say
6 figures is a good amount for me.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
6 figures.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna say you gotta be a billionaire. Millionaire is nice, but I would say 6 figures is, you know, most people that make 6 figures are comfortable in their life.
Cover your ears right quick. Hey, who she think she is? Alright. So, what if you make more money than your boyfriend?
I mean, that's not the ideal situation, but again, I would just hope he's working towards making more money than me, because I don't want to be the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? I want to be taken care of. So as long as he's working towards that, I mean, I can hold it down for a little bit.
Cover your ears real quick one more time. Hey, Chad, we like her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We like her a little bit. All right, so look, like, how tall does a man got to be for you to build with him?
I would say at least 6 feet. Like, that's the minimum for sure. Yes.
So no 5'11"?
No.
Like, what's your type?
I think for me, it's just about, I have to be attracted to you. You have to have a good personality. Just know how to treat a woman, you know.
Yeah.
You know what?
Hey, she's tired. She's tired.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
People miss the point. It's a relationship, not a race where people compete on who makes more than the other.
Also think, for women especially, they're setting these insane standards.
How so?
Very superficial standards. I mean, you see it on social media. There was that whole trend of like, I want a guy in finance who's 6'5", blue eyes. Did you see that? She like wrote this whole song about it. Yeah. And it's a joke, but it's not. Because they have this image in their mind of what kind of guy they want. When you look at those numbers of the percentage for both men and women, of men who are whatever height they want, make 6 figures plus, are single, are not overweight.
The rounding error, yeah.
Yeah, and the same goes for women. Like, if you want a woman who is not on the left, is not on any kind of antidepressants, not obese.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, tiny. Obviously, I'm not saying have no standards, the bar is, you know, on the floor, but you also have to meet people where they are, and you also have to know what you're bringing to the table. It's like, who is your equal partner in the dating marketplace?
Do you think that there's a case for settling in that case?
I don't think of it as settling. I think of it as being, again, aware of what your options are and what you're bringing to the table. Like, I talk to women all the time, you know, I want this, I want this, I want this. What are you bringing?
It's not about dropping the bar. It's about being realistic and realizing that perfection doesn't exist.
As soon as they step out of line, disrespectful, you correct and check. And there needs to be a consequence of some sort. You know, hey, I don't deal with that kind of stuff. Tigers are very much on respect, pride, because they don't need lady tigers. The lady tigers, they're not, understand something. Relationally, tigers are different. And see, a lot of women dated tiger types when they were in their prime. And they say they want lion types, but yet their mindset is set up for tiger. Why is this important? Because you as a man need to understand what you are.
Never reward bad behavior, and also don't punish them. Just let them know they did you wrong. And if they still disrespect you, walk away respectfully.
No man should let his girl yell at them during arguments. All you're doing is literally letting her disrespect you, and over time she won't respect you. And if there's no respect, there's no sex. Yeah. So, you know, like, talk calmly, tell her to speak to you when she's not emotionally high, and yeah.
Disrespect is a deal breaker in any relationship.
I think especially I will not tolerate from somebody who's speaking to me like,
Yeah.
don't ever talk to me like, raise your voice to me, don't call me names, don't insult me, even if you have an argument. But even then, I don't really argue, do you know what I mean? I'd rather just talk about it and talk it through. Had a girl once that spoke to me like, she was on holiday, and that was it. I cut it there and then. I even said to her, alright, sweet, I'll explain to you exactly what you've done when you get back. When I met her out for a bit of dinner, explained to her what she'd done. Upon reflection, she'd realised how she spoke to me, and she's like, oh, just alcohol. I'm like, mate, when I drink, I'm even happier than I am normally.
Yeah.
So I'm never ever going to talk to you like I've had a drink. I'm going to be even more lovey-dovey. I know alcohol does change people, but if that alcohol changes you into being a spiteful individual, I don't want to be with you.
Especially in front of other people as well.
Do you know what I mean? Not in a million years. So if someone talks to me like That's it, man. I'm gone. This again, disrespect. It is disrespect, yeah. What we're saying here is goes both ways. So, boys, everything we're saying, you also should do to your missus.
Yeah.
You don't ever talk to your missus, especially in public.
1,000%, especially in front of her friends, your friends.
Keep your but ever. If you're gonna have a disagreement, keep it between you. And go, listen, let's just enjoy the night. We'll sort it out when we get home. You don't treat her like flirt with her in front of other women. Like, just don't ever try and belittle your missus either. I hate when people try and do that. Try and belittle their other person or try and make them feel lower or feel like why would you do that to the person you're meant to be with, man? That's a horrible trait.
I think it's even worse when you do it in front of like people.
Arguments are something we can't escape, but at least decide to have them privately, never in public. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.